I'm not sure if you've heard or not. Bernie, have you heard? But apparently it's coming home. Who knows what that means? Hello, it's Sunday. Welcome back to Crafters TV. It is Super Sunday. You will have to excuse us if we are all super giddy this side of the pond today, because it is the European Cup finals and England are in the final. The first time the men's team have got to a major finals since 1966. So there's a little bit of hysteria here at Crafters TV. Not only that though, it's also Christmas, I know, and this is our weekly destination needlecraft show, which is fantastic, and that means we always have a very special person in the studio with us, and she is back. Bernie is here with us. How you doing, Bernie?
I'm doing well, Joe. I am a little bit hyper, and I'm not a big football fan, but I will be watching tonight and cheering us on with my lucky mascot that we're going to make today in the show. Isn't he great from that fabric?
Oh, so cute.
This fabric's gorgeous. If you love gingerbread, you're going to absolutely adore it. We've got, well, I've just got too much to tell you, Joe, what we're going to have. We've got all sorts.
We really have. We are feeling super festive, and we've got brand new fabrics available for you as well, which is awesome. Now I'm going to go through them. Now remember, if you want to get in touch with me, you can do so in all the normal ways. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion, of course, if you are across on YouTube as well. Now, 5 brand new fabrics to tell you about, different ways of getting them as well. So I'll show you firstly in these half metre pieces. Now with the half metres, if you are multi-ordering on any of these, we will cut them by the metre for you. So what that means is, of course, if you want to do some larger projects, order 2 of one, you'll get a whole metre, order 4 of one, you'll get 2 whole metres. This one here is your gingerbread lane fabric that you are looking at, and it has got those cutesy gingerbread houses on there. So that's your first option. I'll fold that up in a moment. Then the other one we've got for you here is this one. This is your Gingerbread Shapes fabric. It's very Hansel and Gretel, this one, isn't it? It's got a real Hansel and Gretel theme to it. The next one we've got for you as well is the Star Bunting, which is just beautiful. Now, definitely going to work well with festive projects, but something I think you could use all the year through. The next one you've got here is your Cookies fabric. Who doesn't love cookies? That one's there for you as well. And then finally, we've got the hearts. Now they're all colour matched to work beautifully together. So you can go for them individually. Prices on your screen there. Platinum members $4.31 or $5.08. It has been very, very busy already on pre-order for those. Now, a few different options, as I said, for you. You can go for the Fat Quarter bundle. So what that is going to do is give you the same 5 designs, but in the fat quarters, which is amazing. So you can go for those if you want to. Details are on your screen, $12.59 or $15.25. Now, if you love the look of the half meters and you're thinking, you know what, I want to go for one of each of those half meters, then absolutely we've got that one for you as well. And this is the half meter bundle. So you'll get one of each. A fifth of the stock, however, though, of this one has sold out and gone in. So 5 designs that I just shown you, all pre-cut. Would make a great gift, that one as well, I think. $21.59 or $25.16 is your price on that one. So you can go for the half meters, the fat pieces, or the half meter bundle as well. It is completely up to you. Now, do you want to have a look at the plains that we've got? So what we've done is we've hand selected a selection of plain materials that are going to go beautifully with this as well. So let me go through them for you. So you're going to get this one just here, which is the gorgeous Merlot there, as you can see. Hang on, you're getting them all for this price, Johnny? Whoa, you get all of them for that price, which is brilliant. You've got the powder pink in there as well. You're also going to get that sea foam included, and the white. Now this is obviously going to be the perfect backing there for those brand new festive materials that you've got. You buy 4, you get 1 free, which is absolutely awesome value for money. Now we're going to show you loads of ideas. I say we are going to show you loads of ideas as we go through the show. The lovely Bernie's going to show you loads of ideas and different ways in which you can use these. But something that you'd be able to use them brilliantly with is this, which is your builder banner. Now this is fantastic value for money. This one here, a great saving on this. You've got 35% off. 30% off. We don't have a huge amount of them. £17.49, £24.46, less than £14 as a Club Inspire Platinum member. I just want to show you the Easter project that Bernie had done with these previously. I mean, they are absolutely perfect for a whole host of home decor, of personalisation. There's absolutely loads that you can do with these. Bernie's going to take us through that as we go through the show. Lots of messages of support coming in today for England, which is fantastic. I'd I'd love to know what you're doing with your weekend. It's glorious here in the Northeast. As I said, if you want to get in touch with me, you can. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion across on YouTube. Right, you're feeling festive then, Bernie?
I am. I'm feeling very festive. I should have worn my Christmas jumper because that's red and white as well. I was looking at my wardrobe thinking I've got no red and white to wear, but never mind. So, oh, I wonder what that was. It was just a handle dropping, falling down off my sewing machine. I was like, anyway, build a banner. Yes, I'm still gutted that I didn't win with the Easter banner, Joe.
Yeah, I know, we can't believe it. We can't, Johnny was shooketh.
I was shocked, but there you go. The best lady won that day, so. Anyway, build a banner, yes.
I think Craig won that week.
I can't remember now. Was it Debbie won me that day, but I don't know.
I'm just winding you up, Bernie, sorry.
Oh. No, I'm looking, well, no, see, me and Craig's both on 3 at the minute. I'm looking at the board over here. We level pegging and Jan. But Jan's in with a good. I've seen Jan's make this week on the shelf over there. I was just going to walk out the studio now, to be fair, because it's fantastic. You'll see it on tonight's Softer Side, Second Chance Sunday as well. So anyway, build a banner, yes. Now, these were so popular, we haven't got many left, but we wanted to bring you them because we thought that with Christmas as well, it's one of the times that you do think about making bunting and banners and things, and it really lends itself with the fabric. I've got this one here that one of the design team has made. With this one, it's really like the rustic look. It's a really heavy Hessian. And then you've got the letters on here as well, which you get in the kit to make and using that new Gingerbread Lane fabric. So it's absolutely fantastic. So let me show you what you get in your box when you get it home. So you get your dies, and what you get is you get a rectangle. So the rectangle is going to make all of the, they're called pennants, I think, aren't they? All of the pennants. And then you decide, if I show on the packaging, you decide which base you want to have on, and then cut them, you know, the way that you want to cut them. But also, we've given you an alphabet template. I'm just going to take one of these out, just so you can see. Oh, well, 2 out. You see, so you can see mine are well used, because they've got all little pen marks on them where I've been drawing around them. So basically what you're going to do is draw around that to make your letters to actually put them on. Or you can draw around them and cut into them, and do what's a technique called reverse applique. So whatever fabric is behind will show through as the letter. So you get all of those in there as well, which I think is a really good deal, because normally you would just pay that for the actual dies, but you're getting all of those out, and they're a good size as well. What are they, about 2 inches? Let me measure. 2 and 3/4 inches high. So they're really good. They're a really good size. Right, so what I thought I'd do is make some really, really, really quick, easy bunting.
Okay.
Now, when I've made it before, like I made it on the banner, I used the Easter banner that I made. I put 2 pieces together, sewed around and turned it through. I'm going to do an even quicker way with that, and I'm going to use our fabric stabiliser. So this weekend, while I've been prepping, I've been stabilising everything, because I've used this a lot in the show today, because it's really, really good. And what happens is, if I get, so here's some of the fabric, and you can see how, you know, it's floppy, because fabric is floppy and soft. Once it's been treated with the stabiliser, can you see how it looks like card? It's like very thin card or paper, which what happens is it lets you die cut it, and there'll be no frays, so you can leave it on there. It does wash out, so if you do put it on and you put the project in the wash, it will wash out, but you can reapply it. So what I've done is I've applied stabiliser to all of my fabric, and then I'm going to get my plates. Now these ones here, I've already cut the rectangle part, so I'll do 2 different lots, so we can do 2 different bottoms. And with the fabric, obviously some of them are directional, some of them aren't. So this one's directional, so I want to make sure that I'm cutting the bottom here. So if I have that one on the top, so I can see where I'm going to go. And which one shall we do? Oh, I'm going to do the inverted one, because you see on here, this one, it's an inverted edge on there, so I'm going to do an inverted edge on there. So the other dies that you get in the set, you're just going to line them up, and they're going to line up with the edge of that. And then whenever you're doing anything like this, I would definitely recommend to pop a little bit of tape on, because you don't really want that to move. But if you don't get it quite on there, what you can do is, when you've die cut it, you can just snip your little bit of thread away with your scissors, if that's the case. So we've got those ones on there, and then I'll cut these two out. Oh, shall we have the round one? Let's have the round one. So I'm just going to line them up and then pop that one on there and pop a little bit of tape on. And
it's nice that you can choose the different styles as well, Bunny.
Yeah,
I think you've got four different options, whereas if you had a die that just cut the entire shape for you, then you're going to be stuck with that sort of one style, aren't you? So really great versatility, especially for that price. Exactly,
because if we brought all of the dies as one die as well, so you've got the rectangle, that obviously would cost more money because there's more metal that you're paying for, whereas like you say, you can, you know, interchange these bottoms and, you know, get different sizes. So I'm going to pop them through my Gingerbread. I say these are our multimedia dies, so they're going to be your, if you've got your new fabric plates, you want those with your 2 clear plates. I'll have to move me out the way. If you're using the plates that come with the Gemini, so it's your clear plate, your metal shim, your fabric, your die facing down, your plastic shim, and then your other clear plate. So they're your sandwiches. Shouldn't talk about food, Joe. I'm absolutely starving.
You're starving?
I'm starving today. I've had some toast, but today I'm just extra hungry today. I don't know why.
I know. Maybe you're getting match ready. That's
what it is.
I think that's what it is, you know.
Well, I was thinking of getting a pizza, but I don't know whether I dare. It might be a bad omen, mightn't it?
A pizza?
Yeah, because that's Italian, isn't it?
So in Manchester, most of the Italian restaurants are closing this evening, so their staff can go home and watch the game. Like, a couple of restaurants decided they would do it earlier in the week, and now it's like a blanket. So many of the restaurants in town are all closing at 6 today because of the football. Yeah.
Right. Well, on the news the other night, and I can't remember the name of the company, and I think it was in Middlesbrough, that's a town not far from here. The guy said months ago that if England win, he's going to put free Parmos on.
Yes. Is it something like 2020 he was going to give away?
It was going to cost him, I think, about £20,000.
Yeah, and he said, I read it in the news yesterday, that he said he's going to honour his word, apparently, if they do win. So there we go. So we're going to go and get a free Parmo tomorrow. Yeah,
if you don't know what a Parmo is, I took Joe for his first one, didn't I, Joe? We went for our first Parmo, and it's basically chicken in like breadcrumbs with a creamy sauce on the top and loads of grated cheese.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Really nice.
Anyway, setting myself off now, look. So we can see there how they are on the sort of the right way. I've got them the right way as well. And what you would do, if you cut these out of fabric, you would put 2 right sides together, sew all the way around, 1/4 inch, but it doesn't matter too much if it's not a 1/4 inch on these ones. And then you clip your edges, turn it through, and then you've got it sealed. But because we've put the fabric stabiliser on, it's not really going to fray. You might get the odd tiny little bit of fraying, so perfect for bunting. So I've got some that I've already started putting together, and I've made some binding as well. So I'll just show you quickly how I did the binding. So I used this, I love this one with the little hearts on. So what I did, I cut a 2.5 inch strip, sorry, on here, and then I folded it in half and give it a press.
Right.
And then I opened it back up, and then I pressed both halves into the centre, and then press those, and then over again, and then that what does, it gives you a 1/2 inch strip here, and it's all encased. You could use ribbon as well, you know, if you don't want to make the binding, but I think it is really effective, and it goes with the fabric. The other thing you could use is the plain fabric as well. So if you are making them and stitching them together, use the plain fabric on the back, and then you're keeping all of your gingerbread lane fabric on the front of the bunting, so it's going to go twice as far as well. But also, I know our Emily made some Christmas bunting last year, Emily in the office, and on the other side I think she did another theme, so it was interchangeable, so she could have it up at Christmas.
Idea.
Or I think it was a springtimey one, I think it was. So you can see here I've already been putting some of these on, and I just put mine about 1 inch apart. And because of this fabric stabiliser makes it quite rigid, what it does is it just slots in there lovely and it stays in. So I'm just going to quickly stitch across these last few. Oh, I've made a right mess today. All right, so I'm just using normal stitch on my machine, but I am moving the needle over to the left-hand side. So a top tip for if you're sewing, when you're sewing on the machine, try and get as much fabric as you can that are touching the feed dogs. Because the feed dogs is what pulls the fabric through the machine.
Why are they called dogs? It does sound like a bit of a strange...
I don't know, it does
sound like
doesn't
a
it?
bit of a strange name, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder what breed they would be.
Yeah.
Something small and nippy, like a little terrier, I reckon.
Yeah, well, they do lie down a lot, so I would maybe say a Labrador as well.
Okay.
Because our Pippa's been poorly. She's had kennel cough.
Oh.
She's been right out of sorts, bless her.
How is she now? She's getting better?
She's not too bad now. She's just got now a little tickle.
Okay.
But she's got a medicine. So it's too much partying, that's where it is, Joe. Too much partying, but she's okay. She's still eating, so...
Next time I have a hangover, I might call it kennel cough. Let's see if that makes it any easier to get away with. I come to work, you're not feeling well, you're hungover. No, it's kennel cough.
Just kennel cough. Yeah, she had to go to the vets though and get her temperature taken, which wasn't nice. She was a bit shocked. But yeah, she's okay. Right, so you can see how I'm just sewing on the edge here, and I'm just doing it by eye about an inch apart. You can mark it if you want them to be spot on, but see, I'm just marking them on, and then when I'm getting near the end, so that's my last one that I've got on there. Let me just trim this down. How long a length did I have on that piece? I'll make it quite equal.
Very busy on those pre-cut that half metre bundle at the moment. It is on your screen at the moment. £26.99, £31.45. A quarter's gone now.
Wow.
Less than £22, just over $25 for Platinum members. It does get you a half metre piece of all 5 of those brand new Christmas fabrics, which is awesome. Half metre piece, what sort of thing could we do with that? Could we make something like a stocking with a half metre piece?
Oh, definitely. So your stockings, your bags, I mean, a fat quarter actually, even smaller, would make like one of the, we've got those presents that the team's made, the boxes of presents on the show.
Oh yeah.
A fat quarter would do one of those, so you get 2 of those out of there. 2, because you get loads of little zipper bags and things. Half metre goes quite a long way. If you've got 4 half metres of fabric, you can make quite a sizable quilt.
Oh really?
And then obviously some for the back as well, so you can get quite a lot. You can get quite a lot out of there. So now I'm going to hold this up now, if my arms are long enough, because I got a bit carried away. There's me button.
That's amazing.
That's done. So how quick and simple was that? Just by cutting that, and because they're that one layer, I say they go quite rigid. But one other thing, Joe, I just wanted to show on these that I thought about. I've made a right mess of my bunting. There we go, I'll leave that there. The other thing, what you can do with these is, if you're a dressmaker, I've got a top tip for you. So
top tip alert.
Top tip alert. I'm just going to cut 2 pieces now. I'm not being very frugal with my fabric here, but I just want to show you how to do it. So I'm going to cut my rectangle, and then I'm going to cut the bottom. Now, if you like to put pockets on things, so coats, trousers, skirts, shirts, anything like that, a pocket on a bag even, or a cushion so you can put your remote controls in. If you've ever watched how you actually make a pocket, you've got to be very, very, very precise and very neat on the corners to get them even. So, a common size pocket that you would see on, say, your back of your jeans would have like a V on the bottom. So if I just pop this on here, I'm going gung-ho, Joe. I'm not going to put my tape on.
Ooh.
Watch it move. Don't move, don't move. All right, let's get that through the machine.
Lots of well wishes for Pippa coming in, which is very lovely.
Oh, thank you. I'll give her extra cuddles when I go home.
Georgie Ann saying hi from Clearwater. I've got people tuning in from all over today. California. Bright and early today in California. Time now in California is all 4 a.m.
Wow.
I wonder, I hope you're not, are you just getting in or just getting up, Deborah? Do let us know. Pamela from Central New York is saying as well. Pamela's also grabbed those brand new fabrics. I don't blame you, they're absolutely gorgeous. I'll run you back through those designs in just a second.
So I've cut out, so that if you look at that, that is quite a shape that you would see on your back pocket of your jeans. That's the shape, exact same shape. So what you could do is sew 2 of those together, stitch all the way around. Obviously you're going to turn your tops over. So if I take one away just so you can see the effect. So you'd have that and you'd have stitched it all around, so you've got your top edge here folded over, and then when you stitch it down onto your project, you've got that absolutely perfect, and there's no faffing. I don't know if that's a new word, faffing, trying to get all of these folded over even, because you've cut the shape with your dies, so you know they're going to be perfect. So these actually are great for dressmaking as well, Joe.
Oh,
how's
fantastic.
that for an alternative, way out alternative method, that one, isn't it?
It really is, and it's great that we bring you products that you can do so much with. Right, so if you want to go for the Builder banner, it's available right now. There's not as many of these as we would like. It is actually now limited stock, that Builder banner. So remember what you are getting in there. You are, of course, getting the die that's going to cut the fabric for you. You've also got the 3 different bottoms there as well, so it gives you that 4 different styles there on the base, and then what you've also got are the stencils that are going to allow you to create those letters in there, which is absolutely awesome. Do grab that. $13.99, $19.57 for Platinum members. Just to give you an idea of the sort of thing you're going to be able to make with that, I know Bernie's just shown us an amazing festive idea there, but it really is something that will take you all the way through the year. Love this wall hanging that Bernie made there. So bearing in mind, great for personalisation, wonderful for home decor as well. Right, I want to go back through the fabrics that you've got. I'll show you them individually first. The half meters, of course, are a full half meter piece. Now let me just show you what you are getting on here. So let me open this one out so you can see the size of what you're getting. Half meter, of course, slightly bigger than a half yard, so you'll definitely be able to get a lot of different projects out of this. This is a size. I love this one. It's really beautiful. Got 2 different styles of gingerbread house in there. You've got your little sort of abstract trees in there too. It's going to be cute for a whole host of different festive projects that you're going to want to create with that one. So you've got that one's your first one. A fifth of that one has gone. Then we have this one just here. This is your Gingerbread Shapes. Now this is very Hansel and Gretel, this one, isn't it? You've got lots of different shapes in here. You've got your candy canes, your ornaments, your angel, your gingerbread man in there. Loads in there for you. A fifth of that one has sold out and gone. Then we have this one here. This is your Star Bunting fabric. Just beautiful. Again, it's almost like Christmas lights that you've got on there. Definitely something you're going to be able to use all the year through, though, that one, I'd imagine. As is this one, which is the cookies, which is a really gorgeous, really bold colour there, which is awesome. And the other one that you can go for as well is the hearts. Fifth of the stock of the hearts has now sold as well. Now, it's up to you how you go for this. So bearing in mind, I think if you are wanting multiples of one, let's say, I don't know, this one here, for instance, the Gingerbread Shapes, maybe that one you're thinking, I want that one, but I want 2 meters of that. Well, we can do that for you. All you need to do is order 4 of this and we'll cut it as one piece for you. So that's kind of what that's good for. If you are thinking that you maybe are going to go for like one of everything, then what you're going to want to go for is the half meter pieces, which is this bundle here. That's going to give you all 5 of the fabrics I've just shown you in half meters. Comes beautifully packed for you. I do need to let you know though that 30% now of this one has sold out and gone. Less than £22, just over $25 if you want to get one of each of all of those new fabrics. Bernie was saying as well, definitely enough in there to create a quilt, which at that price is fabulous value for money. It is 100% cotton as well. It washes beautifully. It's a really great quilting quality cotton. What you've then got as well is if you want to go for, maybe you prefer to work with fat quarters, then we've got the fat quarters for you on here as well. Again, you'll get one of each design of the brand new fabrics in there. A fifth of the stock of this has gone. You're looking at £10.07 or $12.20 as a platinum member. Now, a great deal for you on the plains. A lot of me letting you know that you're going for the plains today. Again, they're the half meter pieces. A quarter of the stock here is gone. Now, you're going to receive the Merlot, which is this one just here. It's absolutely beautiful. You're also going to get the baby pink in here, the powder pink, sorry. The sea foam, you'll get that. And you're going to get the white in there. Now these have been put together to work beautifully with pretty much all of those brand new fabrics that we've got for you on the show. So I think these are awesome. What these are going to really allow you to do is extend the fabric, the brand new fabric you're buying, because you can mix in some of those plains. Again, beautiful quilting quality cotton is what we're talking about there. Now an absolute essential when it comes to all of your soft crafting are our heat erasable pens. Now these have been out of stock for a little while. They are back in stock right now. Bernie's cock a hoop that these are back in stock. You get all three of these, $383 or $509 if you are a platinum member. If you want to place an order, now's a great time to do so. Pop yourself over to the website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.eu, and there you'll be able to see everything that's on the show by clicking that shop the show button. It's all on there for you. Now we're going to look at some pattern packs now. These are absolutely fantastic. You do get both of them in here. So you've got lunch on the go is your first one, and this has got two different bags in here. So you've got your lunch bag and your bottle bag as well. So you're going to be able to create matching ones of those if you so wish. And then you've also got something for the weekend. You've got your weekend bag here as well, which is fantastic. Both of those for platinum members, $13.58 or $17.60. Bernie, pattern packs, I mean, look, let's face it, not the most exciting thing that we sell, but a real essential. I think if you want to create great things with your gorgeous fabrics we bring you, then a pattern pack surely has got to be the best way to do that, hasn't it?
It is, and it's so versatile, Joe. Remember this one that was close but no cigar again?
Change.org petition or something.
I know. But this is a pattern pack as well. So what it's doing is it's giving. So for anyone who isn't, because a lot of people will draft their own patterns or make it up as they go along and think, oh, I'll do that. But if you're really not certain at all and you want to start out, or you want quick, easy projects, the pattern packs are absolutely brilliant because you're getting it all in there and you're getting those full instructions as well. And when you see the paper, it's a good quality paper as well, so that's not going to be, it's not going to tear easily. It's going to last a time, so you can use it again and again and again. So I say with the lunch on the go, you can make the little cushion, you can make the bag. Now this would look brilliant in the gingerbread lane fabric for gift bags. So you're gifting the bag as well and fill that full of goodies. You can leave the tab off if you want to as well. So you could leave the handles off this and use it as a fabric storage tub and put a thicker interfacing in there. So you can use it as a storage tub as well. And then we've got the bottle bag in there, so you can put your bottle in there. And then the other thing, because you see you get the two patterns in there, you're getting this huge weekend bag. This is massive. I can actually fit the Stitch Pro in here, Joe, easily with space for projects as well. So it is a really sturdy bag. And there was a lady on the Sewn with Crafters Companion group. If you're not in that Facebook group, definitely join. We've got 6,500 members in there. There was a lady actually made one in the red. I'm sure she used this. Yeah, I think she used this red fabric as well to make it with, and a red. It may have been the red suede we had or a plain red, but it looked absolutely stunning. And she commented how big it was, because in a pattern we do tell you what size it is on the front, but until you actually see it in person you can't always tell. So the other thing with pattern packs is they're very versatile, and you can make things like this.
Oh, it's coming, Gnome.
I've been so excited. I've made him a little badge, look. I'm going to stick this on the front later. Now Charlotte's going to have to zoom in on him. I've made him a little sign. It's coming, Gnome. It's coming, Gnome. There we go. So yes, he's got a little sign there. He's going to watch with me. He can sit with me later and watch the football. I'll post a picture.
Where are you going to be watching it?
So just me and Pippa at home tonight, yeah, and Mr. Gnome. When I picked a name, because I was asking on Facebook the other day names for him, and loads of people give loads of names. So if you've got any other ideas for names, let me know. Do message in and let us know. So to make the gnome, I used the Lunch on the Go pattern pack. And as I was saying, you're getting all the instructions in there for the 3 patterns. And I say, once you start looking at the shapes, you can then get inspiration to make other things as well. So you're always getting that in there. And then you're getting the paper, which is a really sturdy piece of paper. And it gives you all the marks if it's cutting on the fold, the direction of your fabric. This is the one for the cushion panel. Gives you the little crosshairs there for where you put the buttons. So we're giving you all of that. But what I'm going to do is use this one piece only. I'm going to use this one to make the gnomes.
Right.
So, where have I put my fabric? Right, so now I've got this one. Joe, the name of this one, is it Gingerbread Shapes?
Gingerbread Shapes, indeed. It is available on its own if you want to get multiples of that in the half meters.
Turn it round. Isn't it fantastic? Now, I've already pre-cut this one, but I'm going to show you what I did. I placed it on the fold, and I used my rotary cutter just to cut around. Now, on the back of here, I used our pattern paper spray. We've got it on the show again today because I absolutely love it. The more I use this product, the more I love it. What you're doing is you're spraying it onto the back of your paper, and it now feels a little bit rough, but it's not sticky.
Right.
Okay, but as soon as you put your iron on, let me just quickly bring my mat up, because you should never iron on your cutting mat. Now, I'm not positioning that on exactly because I just want to show you. Once you spray it on, you don't need a lot, and then once you iron it, it sticks. So it's a bit like, you know, like those little post-it notes, Joe, that just peel off.
Yeah.
So it sticks on. There we go. It's on there. I haven't ironed it all the way at the end. So you can cut round. You haven't got no pins or anything. So there's no chance you're going over your rotary cut with a pin and breaking your blade, damaging your blade. There's no chance of you attacking yourself with a pin, which I've done that, and then you get blood on your fabric.
Oh,
this,
don't do that.
it just peels off. Now, I didn't spray that this time because I've already sprayed this, and well, at least 10 times you can reuse it without respraying. But what you can do is when it loses its stickiness, if you like, just give it another spray on top. Absolutely fine. So that's what we're going to do with the circle. So we've got the circle. And then the other thing we want to cut out for his hat. So to make his hat, what I did was I folded this piece in half. There we go. Just like that. And then, I'll do it that way. Folded it in half. There we go. And then I brought one half of that half back to there. So it's in quarters, because when I open it up, I want a sort of 3/4 shape. So that's the shape I want to make his hat. So I'm going to cut that out now. The other week, Joe, when we had the purses on, we had that lovely suede on, didn't we? I've got the suede here.
That was very popular, that.
Wasn't it just? Well, that's what I've used on his hat here. I've used the suede. But alternatively, I thought I'd use the cookie fabric. But again, I've stabilised it. So you can see how it's more like paper.
Yeah.
And what that's going to do is give that 3D for it to stand up and
We've
give
still
that
got
3D
that red
effect.
suede effect fabric in stock. If you want it, go check on the website. You'll find it over there. So you'll be able to actually complete this exact project as well if you want to. Remember, you can watch this back at any point as well. So if you're going for the pattern packs, you're going for the suede, the festive fabric, you're going to be able to watch this back and recap exactly how Bernie put this together. So always bear that in mind.
All right. So you can iron it down onto there. I'm gonna go rogue, Joe. You know what I'm like.
What you like.
I'm terrible for going rogue. So I'm just cutting round, and even with that stabiliser on, it's cutting absolutely fine. And I say you would iron yours on. Just be careful, obviously that's got the sticky on, so you won't be able to iron that flappy bit. But don't cut that off, because then you'll lose your circle shape. So I'm just going to cut around. Now this, I'm using our A1 mat here, but what would have been better was if I had the A2 mat out, folded in half, and then I could have turned it. So when you get this far and it now becomes uncomfortable to cut, you would then turn your mat. So I'm just going to be careful and just turn my fabric. So as soon as it becomes uncomfortable to cut, stop, because that's when there's a chance you've got a rotary blade there. It is sharp, it can be dangerous, you know, we need to be careful. So there we've got his hat, and that's the only pattern piece we need.
Okay.
Just that one. So I'm going to pop that in there so I don't lose it. Now, in the pack as well, you've also got the bottle bag base, which is also a circle. Can you imagine making a little diddy one?
Right.
Oh,
how
cute.
Little tiny gnome.
Little tiny gnome. You would do the same thing, cut the base out and follow the same principle. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to come back to the hat later on, because I'm going to do the centre. Now, what I've got is, I've actually got a couple of lengths here of embroidery thread, just because it's quite strong. So if you've got any of our embroidery thread, it's really good for that. It really doesn't matter what colour you use. White was just the first one that I picked up when I was prepping at home. And what I'm doing is just doing a knot at the end. I can't do that posh way where you wrap it round your finger.
No? Is that posh?
Well, I don't know if it's posh or just not. It's just too clever for me.
Okay.
I'm not that clever. I'm not that clever. So I just do a little loop like that and go through with the needle. And I've just got quite a big hole in there. And what I'm going to do is stitch from the outside. And I'm just going to do about 1/2 inch in or 3/4 of an inch. It doesn't have to be exact. And I'm just going to do a wide running stitch because I'm going to gather it all up.
Right.
To make the base, and then I'm going to stuff it. So it'll just take me a minute to do this, Joe.
No worries. Loads of you commenting, getting in touch with us. Let's see what everyone's up to. Lots of you letting me know that you're going for that fabric as well. It's very busy across that. I'll give you a recap of those as well. Gilmore loves the gnome. Says that gnome is huge and so cute. Shadai says, good morning, Prince Joe and Bernie. I'm happy for England in the finals. I'm all British when it comes to the competition. My British bones come back to my body. There you are. Shadai says, I snatched 2 sets of the plain fabric. Can't believe the price on that. It really is awesome. Anne says, I really love how I really love these new fabrics. I ordered the 1/2 metre bundle the other day. Can't wait to receive it. Christine's loving the fabric as well. She says, my kitchen is filled with gingerbread houses during the holiday. This is going to be perfect then, Chris, isn't it, in that case? Pamela Evans says, I was thinking of making quilted pot holders and a cover for my mixer. This fabric would be perfect for that. It really would. Joan says, hi, Bernie and Joe. Lovely demo, Bernie, as always. Deborah loves the tip about the pockets as well. Rosalind saying how adorable the fabrics are. Deborah's got a question. Is the fabric washed first, or would you recommend we wash it before we use it?
No, I rarely wash fabric before I use it, and definitely not pre-cut fabric. So if you've got smaller pieces, you know, if you're buying like the strip rolls and things like that. If I'm making for dressmaking and it's for clothes, then yes, I would wash it. But if it's for any bags or cushions or quilting, no, I wouldn't wash it. Because the one thing when you buy fabric, it has like most fabric has like a treatment on it that makes it that little bit crisper for you to sew with. So when you do wash it, it can go even softer and become more soft, and you may, I don't want to say struggle to sew it, but you will feel a difference, yeah. And it shouldn't need to be washed, really. It looks like I'm making a shower hat. So I had another thought there, Joe, when you were saying about stuff, gingerbread in the kitchen. You could make, edge your towels, tea towels to make them Christmassy. Nice. Oven gloves. You could have like a whole range.
Maybe we'll do Christmas napkins with these.
Oh, fantastic. Well, we've got some, haven't we? Yeah. We've got, I mean, some of the samples are brilliant. Well, all of the samples are brilliant. What the team have got, we've got some of them out on display. Especially the one we've got, the Christmas crackers. How cute are they?
Yeah, I love the idea of reusable crackers. I think that
they are really cute.
Excellent idea. Rosalind says, I'm so really loving the demonstrations. Anne says, Jerome the Gnome is what he should be called.
Jerome the Gnome. I like that one.
Yeah, Jerome the Gnome.
Right, so I've sewn all the way around there, Joe. The reason I put a knot in is because I didn't want the thread, I didn't want to lose the thread. So you get a bit, what looks a bit like a shower cap, like this. And then what I'm going to do is just knot these two together. So what that is, top tip, is if you knot that together, is while I'm stuffing this, them threads aren't going to go back through the fabric, because they're now knotted. It's very easy to do that and then go on, and it goes ping, and all your stitches come out. So you just want now, for stuffing, I know you can buy stuffing that's properly stuffing.
Like toy stuffing?
Yeah, but what I do is now this was an old duvet that it was going out, I didn't want it, but I didn't want to put it in the recycling because, in the rubbish, sorry, obviously, because it's not recyclable. So I thought, right, I'll recycle it myself and use it for stuffing. So I just tear it apart and use it for stuffing.
Pippa, she'd have made a great job of tearing that up for you.
Oh, yeah. And you're just going to put loads of stuffing in here. And with stuffing, it's surprising how much stuffing you need.
You always get more. You can always get more in than you think, can't
yeah.
you?
You're going to think, oh, that's going to look quite full, but once you start pulling
once you
the
start,
stitches
you'd be
round,
surprised how much goes in.
yeah. So what's it looking like? Yeah, so we need a little bit more in there. A little bit more on the side.
Can you put too much in?
You can actually, yeah. It'll become like rock solid, whereas sometimes you want it to be a little bit squidgy. So I think that's enough for him for now. Right, so I was thinking I didn't bring enough, but I have. So this is where you could do with another pair of hands.
Do you want mine?
Well, I think I'll tell you what, I'll use my clip. Quilting
lovely.
clips.
Oh, I tell you what, we've got 100 quilting clips on the show today.
Quilting clips.
Oh, what a stonker of a deal. They should be $49.90 in the UK, £20, $69.50 they should be in the US, $27. You get 10 packs of our quilting clips. Can you believe that, Bernie?
That's a bargain.
It's 60% saving. If you were looking or waiting for the deal on them, this is it. £16, $21.60. I know a lot of paper crafters use these as well for holding things like their boxes when they're doing construction. They're really handy just for keeping things together. So do snap those up. I couldn't quite believe that when I saw it on the list of products this morning.
There we go. So that was my third hand there. Just helped me put a knot in there. So if I turn that over now, that's how it's based. Now that's a really, really quick way to make a pin cushion as well.
Lovely.
Gather it up and then you could just put a circle of fabric on the top. I'm going to use that thread later, so I'm going to keep that. So now we want to look at his hat. So if we bring in this one here, and what we do, basically it's a cone. So if we look and go like that around, you can see now that that's formed. That's his hat. How easy is that? Have you noticed, Joe, I haven't even been on the sewing machine?
I know.
I'm not going on the sewing machine
Really?
either. No.
Check you out.
And wait till you see when I get out shortly, you'll be shocked.
Woof. Can't wait.
You'll be shocked. Right. So the other thing, if I bring in this one here, on mine here, I've done a little beard, and all I did with that is I got a piece of felt, and I just folded it in half like that. And then what I'm going to do is stick it to the other side of the hat, so about centre. And then once you've got it on, you can then trim it, and just trim with your scissors, just little snips, just to get all of those tassels. But because I've got a man gnome here, I wanted to make a little girl. So, Joe, I've made some plaits. I've been busy. I've had the wool out. Look, pom-poms. You'd be proud of us.
I bet if you weighted this, it'd make an awesome doorstop as well.
Yes, well, that's the other thing as well. It would, brilliant. And then all I did was just got some yarn, and I just made a couple of plaits. There we go, made a couple of plaits. This bit's out. This is going to be on the inside, so don't worry about all of this excess. I've made the bottoms nice and neat. And obviously, she wants to have a gnome. So we need a female name as well now, Joe, because we've got a male and female.
Pam Craven's just messaging to tell me she's gluing her baubles together.
Oh, brilliant.
She's using the clips to hold the edges in place. I mean, what are you up to on a Sunday afternoon?
I know. Right, so I need to centre the nose. So I'm working on the reverse so that when I flips it over, it all shows. So I need to centre that. Now, I'm actually, should I use a bit of tape? Yeah, I'll just use a little bit of tape for now, just to hold that in place for now. There we go. And I also want to put, I love these little pom-poms. I was in my element making pom-poms. We want the pom-pom for the top of the hat. So I'm just going to tape that in place for now. So you can use any tape really. I would use tape instead of glue at this point because it will hold it in better. There we go. And you're never going to see this, so don't worry what it looks like inside. You're never ever going to see that. So we've got that, and then we just want to do the bunches.
Right.
So again, let's tape these down for now.
A third of the stock of the half-metre pieces is gone, by the way. I will take you back through the designs in just a moment, but if it's the half metres you're after and they are in your basket, definitely think about checking those out. I will give you an opportunity after this demonstration to check your baskets out, so you'll get an opportunity to do that in just a few minutes.
There we go. So I'll just stick them on. It's honestly, it's so quick to make these, I was just amazed. Right, now...
Where did you get the idea from?
Well, last year when I was doing Christmas classes, I kept looking, so I want to make a gnome, and I never got round to doing it. So when I got the pattern packs, and I was thinking, what other things can I make? And I was like, oh, could I make some sort of toy with that? And then I saw that we were launching our Nature's Garden Gnomes. The Gnomes dies the other day, the papercraft dies. So I was like, that's it, I've got to make a gnome. Right, Craig will be proud, Joe. I've got the foam pads out. Well, the foam on a roll.
Foam on a roll.
Foam on a roll.
Foam on a roll. Gnome on a roll. Foam on a gnome. Hey.
So we're going to join the hat with foam on a roll. Now, potentially you could probably get this and stitch it on your machine, but what you're going to do is you would struggle to stitch the top part. So I thought, do you know what? I did have some foam on a roll at home because, you know, I've got a little paper stash starting up.
You have, haven't you?
I haven't done any for a while, but I thought, well, in homage to Craig, and this is why I don't use foam on a roll, because I can't get the stuff off. Oh, I got it off at home. Hang on, let me get my little scissors. Oh, I've got my applique scissors here.
Gwendolyn the gnome, Rhonda has suggested maybe as the gnome's name. How about Jessie the gnome for the female one?
Yeah, that's a nice name. There we go. So I've got me foam off. And then, oh, don't stick to your mat, Bern.
So the top is hollow then, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and because you've got that stabiliser on there, it's making it...
rigid.
It makes it rigid, yeah. So that's why if you weren't using a stabiliser, the suede fabric works a treat, because obviously that's quite rigid as well. And then all I'm going to do is just line that up on the back. Absolutely brilliant. And then...
there we have it.
So we start now. If we get the body... Now, you thought I was meaning the foam on a roll, didn't you, Joe? I'm going to get something else out now.
Oh, what are you getting out now?
Hot glue gun.
Oh, Bernie, you really are going for it today.
There we go, look. How cute. So I'm going to get the hot glue. Where's it at now? I'm going to be careful because I've got a cup of tea under here and water.
Oh, you know how to live, Bernie.
And I know. There we go. So... I'm then going to go inside of here, and this is where you're going to go in with your hot glue gun. So this is going to seal all of everything else in. So I'm not sure how well you're going to see this. Let me just go around. Oh, do I need to? No, I did it before the show. I practiced. There we go. It's coming out. So I'm just going to go around. I'm going about 1/4 of an inch up.
Right.
Oh, it's not coming out very quick, Joe. What do I need to do? Press that.
I think squeeze it harder.
There we go, right. There we go.
It helps if you push it from the back apparently as well.
Ah, right. So I'm just going round and just putting loads of blobs on there, trying not to get it on my plaits. I love putting plaits in, you know, in my hair, but when my hair was longer, my arms used to ache and I couldn't do it. Right, so I think I've got enough in there. I love this little stand as well. Right, there we go. So, let's find a nice front bit. I'm going to pop that on there. And then just press it down. So it will take a little while, well, I'm saying a little while to grab. It doesn't take that long, does it, with the glue?
That is amazing.
How cute. I mean, the plaits are maybe a little bit long, but if I get... so we've got Mr. and Mrs. Gnome. Look at them.
How amazing.
How fabulous are them? And how easy was that? And I didn't even go near the sewing machine. Where's his little... hang on. We need to put him his little sign on. Oh, foam on a roll again.
I wonder if they'll be watching it together later.
Well, no, because hopefully one of them might be here for...
well, I'm sure they come as a pair, don't they?
Oh, is it?
Can't split them up.
Oh. We'll put his little sign on them. Where's his? Let's get it on straight.
It's coming gnome.
There we go.
Amazing.
It's coming home, it's coming. There we go. So Mr. and Mrs. Gnome. Oh, the one thing as well, if you want to get, because bubbles a little bit floppy. So what you could do is put the glue gun on, or what I did on the other one with the suede, I used a little foam pad.
Okay.
But I think if the glue gun, I'll just hold it a second. If you hold it, it might grab on. But I just think they're so cute. Not one, I mean, it's not like me to do something that's not on the sewing machine.
No, I know.
But with that, just that one pattern piece, you're making those. Let me get them both on the right cut. There we go. That's it, I'm done now, Joe. I'm finished now. I've peaked.
You've peaked, have you? That's it.
I've peaked.
You've
I'm
peaked.
done.
No, they are amazing. I remember as well, you're going to come back and be able to watch this back at any time too. So you'll be able to catch this at any time, either where you're watching it now, Facebook or YouTube, or of course, by going over to our website and you can watch all of our previous shows back there anytime you like. Let me just quickly run you through. I'll show you the designs. Now, the half metre bundle is the busiest. I'll come to that in a second for you. 40% of that one's gone. But before we do, let me just show you the designs that you're getting, because you can go for the half metre pieces on their own if you want. It's completely up to you. You've got the different designs in here for you. So this one just here, this is your gingerbread lane. You then have the gingerbread shapes. You've also got the star bunting. This one here, which is the cookies, or you've got the heart. It's completely up to you. You can go for them like that. Now, what I would suggest is, if you're thinking, right, well, I want to go for this one, let's say, I don't know, the gingerbread shapes, but you're thinking, right, I want maybe multiples of that. So maybe you want 2, 2.5, 3 meters of that. This is a half meter piece. Order it in multiples, and we'll cut it as one piece for you. So that's the option there for you. If you were going to just go for all of them, you're thinking, you know what I want is, one of each. Then this is brilliant, because we've got that done for you. It's your 5 half meter piece bundles there for you. You get one of each of those designs. You can go for it like that, or maybe you're someone that prefers to work with fat quarters, then you've got that one there for you as well. The fat quarters, all 5 brand new designs again for you, all done and beautifully packaged in one bundle for you, which is awesome. So order it individually by the half meter, go for the half meter bundle or the fat quarter bundles. It's up to you. And then what we also have is this selection. Now, a third of the stock of this one's gone. This is excellent, because what this is going to do, of course, is it's going to allow you to stretch out that brand new fabric, because you can intersperse some of that pattern fabric with some of these plains which have been designed to match perfectly with it. You've got the Merlot, the powder pink, the sea foam, and you're going to receive the white in there as well. You get all 4 of those. You buy 3, you get 1 free, which is awesome. Right, what I'm going to do, give you an opportunity to check out your baskets. Whilst you do that, here's all the details of US delivery and Club Inspire.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges, and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95, and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members, who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Loads of love coming in for Bernie's demonstrations. Shadai says, blooming cute, Bernie. Definitely got to be demo of the week. We live in hope. Diana says, loving the cute gnome. I like Gwendolyn for her name, please. Debbie says, Bernie, you just made my day with your cute gnomes. I can't wait to make some. Absolutely. Get these brand new fabrics, the pattern packs. It's all available in the show for you as well. I want to move on now to something. We're going to look at the fabric strip rolls. I just want to show with you firstly what you are getting in here, because they are amazing. They're 2.5 inches, these, by 2.5 inches by 43 inches is what you're getting in here. So these are the size. There's lots of different things that you can do with these. You get 18 of them in a pack too. Let me take you through the options and the colours that you've got in here. So this first one here, now this is your pretty pinks that you've got. So you get 18 of those in there. The other one you can go for is this one, which is the ocean waves. You can see those beautiful tones you've got in there. Or you can go for the blues, which are these ones here. These are your brilliant blues. You've then got the glorious greens, they are in there too. Or you can go for the marvellous Merlot as well. Fabric strip rolls, I know some brands maybe refer to them as jelly rolls. There are a lot of amazing projects that can be done using just these alone. A brilliant price for everyone, $14.99, $16.95. Platinum members, $11.99 or $13.56 if you want to get your hands on these. Now, I know Bernie's got something very exciting planned for these, haven't you, Bernie?
I have, Joe, and I'm just getting myself ready because I've got my miter tool. Oh, I've got my heat erasable pens. I am so pleased these are back in. One of the reasons why as well is because I use them all the time. Absolutely, for every project. And sometimes if we haven't got something in stock, like with the plates, we're waiting on those coming back in, sometimes I feel a little bit bad. So to hear these were back in and then find the 20% off.
I know.
Just to, you know, to say sorry to everyone that they take that long to come, because they do literally take a long time for us to get these back in. So yes, I'm going to be using those as well. Now, last week, Joe, we started stage 1 of our US flag inspired cushion, didn't we? And we had the kaleidoscope builder block on, and I made the white stars on the blue background. So what I'm going to do now is do some red and white stripes around the outside to make the cushion front.
Oh yes, I remember this from last week.
Yeah. So what I've done is I've got my strip roll, and I'm using the Merlot to the red. So I've got a strip roll there, and I've pre-sewn this to it. I cut a strip from the white fabric. So the white fabric you're getting in that bundle today that's on a super duper price with the other colours. So I cut a 2.5 inch strip of there, and this is perfect to show you the pinked edges. So when you've got pinked edges, the distance between the inner peak, if you like, and the other side is the 2.5 inches. So that white there is 2.5 inches, but the red looks like it's a little bit wider. It isn't. That's just because of the pinked edge. Okay. It's the way it's cut to stop it really, really fraying. When you do get them out, sometimes you can get little, you can see I've got little red bits that have come off there. So what I do is, I know I've opened mine, but when it's rolled up, what I'll do is, I'm not going to do it over here because I'll just give all this a little bit of a rub, and it just takes all them bits off, and that's just in the cutting process in the factory when it's made. So I say what I've done is I've done a 1/4 inch seam, and I've stitched all of these together. Now I haven't pressed them because, shall I tell you when I stitched these, Joe? An hour before I set off to come in this morning. Right. Because I forgot. I was thinking I've got a lot of stitching to do in that demo. I better just stitch these strips up. So I went up in my sewing room and I went, right, whiz them. So what you're going to do is press. Now I will press to the red. I'm just going to finger press it for now because I'm going to press the cushion shortly. And then we're going to attach it to the outside. Now, normally, when you're putting a border on a cushion or a quilt or any project, normally what you'd do is you'd put your top and bottom one on, like this, and then you would put your 2 sides on. Now, what we're going to do is go all posh and do mitered corners. Because with our miter tool, this is one of the things you can do using the miter tool. Right, so actually, I'm going to put red piping on in a couple of weeks' time. So I want my red to touch my blue. So what I'm going to do is, all I did was sewed the strip all the way along, and then I cut it in half. So I've got half a strip here, and I'm going to centre it along my cushion, and I'm going to stitch that to the top there, but I'm going to actually stop 1/4 of an inch from the end. Now, I'm just going to flip this over, because I've got dark, oh no I haven't, it's going to go on the white, that's good. Because I was thinking, oh, which colour pen can I use? But actually my 1/4 inch is going to be on here. So I'm going to use the red one. And on the miter tool itself, it has little dots at every corner. So I know I'm doing a 90-degree corner here, so I'll find the 90-degree angle. I'm going to pop that on the corner of the fabric, and I'm going to draw a little dot through there. And that is telling me where the 1/4 inch is. So if I mark that one, and I'm going to mark all 4 corners, so I'm only going to stitch up to that point. And when I come to do the mitered corners, it'll show you why we didn't stitch right to the end. So it's a bit like if anyone's watched me doing Y seams before, and I've used the tool to get that where you only stitch so far along. It's the same principle with this, it's just a different angle. There we go, and then I'm going to go all the way to that corner. I'm going to go, right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stitch. This is centred. I'm going to stitch from that dot to that dot.
Right.
And then I'm going to go opposite and do the same again, just centre it and stitch that dot to that dot. And then I'm going to do exactly the same as on the side, Joe. So I've got a bit of speed sewing to do, right? So I'm going to fire it through the machine. Have we got any questions in? I love questions, if anyone has any questions. Or any more names for us to pick from.
Lots of people are talking about the strip rolls. Alison Jones says another tip before opening the strip roll is to run a lint roller over the edges, and that gets the loose bits off.
Brilliant idea.
Love that idea. Deborah says, at first I wasn't interested in this show. Oh, Deborah. She says, because I'm not a quilter, but wow, you've caught my attention, and now I love it.
There's no going back now, Deborah.
Deborah's an absolute convert. Debbie says, Bernie, you just made my day with those cute gnomes. I'm off to make some soon.
Oh, they're so easy and quick, weren't they?
They are so easy and quick. And remember, there's loads of brilliant stuff coming up today for you here on Crafters TV as well. It's Double Jan later today. So it's 7 p.m. this evening. I know we have got Second Chance Sunday. It'll be 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. if you are across on the East Coast. And before that, we've got another great show coming your way as well at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. in the UK. Here, which is 11 a.m. for you East Coasters, 7 a.m. If you are across on the West Coast.
There we go. So I've done that one side. Now you would pin or clip on here. I'm just, like I say, you know what I'm like, Joe, I just go for it, don't I? To be fair, at home I don't clip or pin a lot, unless when I have to, I do. But a lot of the time, if I'm just doing my own stuff, I'll just go for it, because I'm always wanting to get things done. I'm terrible that I want it finished, but you should take your time and enjoy it, shouldn't you?
Absolutely.
That's the thing with all crafts. If you're not enjoying it, put it away and try something else.
Yeah, it's a launch day we've got coming up at 3 p.m. today. Myself and Jan, some gorgeous stamps. So make sure you join us for that as well. So there's loads and loads to come here on Crafters TV. And next week, I know, another epic week when it comes to new products. So. It's very, very exciting. I'm really getting into this Christmas in July thing, you know.
Have we got more Christmas stuff coming?
Yeah.
Oh.
So much more Christmas. We're not even begun. We're not even halfway through yet, Bernie, I would say.
I love it. I love Christmas. But, that's the good thing about crafting, that you've got an excuse to have Christmas like all year round, haven't you?
Yeah.
So I'm just finger pressing that one open, so you would iron yours. There we go. And let me pop, I've got that one the other way, that's it. So I've done the 2 side ones, and then I'm doing the other 2 sides. So I'm just going to get it to say centre it, and then what you're going to do this time is when you start stitching, again you're going to start where that dot is, so you're not actually stitching on your other fabric. So I'm going to take that to the machine. I keep looking at my thread in here, Joe, thinking, am I going to have enough? But I think I am.
Oh, good.
Well, I've got some black thread to use later on. We've got some overlocking thread. I'm going to show you a trick, a magic trick, Joe, later on.
Magic?
Yeah, magic trick. It's cool. It's a cool trick.
Loads of stuff coming up in Save a Stitch as well. Don't forget about that. We'll be taking you through some of those deals very, very shortly. We've got some absolute bargains with some of your absolute favourite products in the show as well.
We have. I popped a post on Facebook yesterday. You know, I always do a bit of plugging on the show, and then everyone buys before the show. So no one buys in the show because I've already persuaded them to buy it before. And I'd said some items were up to 50% off, but actually there's something in the Save a Stitch that's 55%.
Wowzers, trousers.
And one of them's only quite a very recent launch as well. So there we go. So I can show you here, you can see where I've stitched. Oh, no, I didn't back stitch there, I should have done. It's just come away a little tiny bit. There we go, it's just stitched, they're not stitched together. And that's going to help us on the corner. And then, I'll tell you what I'll do, because I'm conscious on time, Joe. I'm going to do one corner.
Okay.
And then if I don't get all 4 corners done, that's my homework for next week. But
Brilliant.
Look how it's coming together.
It's brilliant.
It's looking
I love
fab,
it.
isn't it? And then we're going to have red bind piping on the outside. Ooh, we've not done
fancy.
piping before.
Fancy.
Nah. So what you're going to do is you're going to give this a press. Here we go. And then you want to flip it over. So
Jan Brown is in the building.
Is
Jan
she
Brown
in?
has
Is she
landed.
in?
She has indeed. She's excited, I can tell. She's looking giddy.
So what I've done is I've flipped over the corner, so I'm making in effect like a triangle. Okay. And what we can see here, you can just see where all my stitching sort of meets and stops in there. And you just want to make sure that your strips are lined up. And this is a time for pinning, because you don't want these to move, because if they move, it can go out of sync a little bit. So, there we go. Now, someone was commenting on the pins I was using last week,
Right.
Joe, and I was a little bit naughty and said, watch this space. I'm going to say it again. Watch this space. Love it, love it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press that over towards red, so those seams are now nesting, just to keep that together.
Okey
Right,
doke.
now I go back from my miter tool. And what I want is a nice mitered corner on this one. So I'm going to get on the miter tool, see you've got all these different angles on here. We're working with the 90-degree angle here. So we're going to position that, so let me turn it round, just with me being left-handed, Joe, I'm just going to turn it around. And the good thing about this as well, you're getting all these instructions in here. Now they are in different languages, so you'll pull out your language and keep those ones handy. But I've done detailed videos on every single thing that you can do with this miter tool for putting borders on and doing your binding. So if this method, I have done a video for it, but all of the others as well, there is a video for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up. I'll get it the right way, that's it. I'm going to line it up, and I want it lined up with this angle here. And I'm lining up with that point where I stopped stitching. And then I'm going to, now I used the red before, but I'm going on to red, so I'm going to do black. And from that point of stitching, you see my 90-degree line here is lined up with the edge of my strip. So I know I've got it level, and I'm just going to draw a line across there. And this is what we're going to stitch against. Now it does tell you in the instructions that you need to leave an overhang, because you might have looked and thought I was being a bit excessive, leaving extra at each corner. But can you see here where my corner is going to be here? So this is my little bit of waste here. But it does tell you in the instructions how much you need. And then I'm just going to stitch from this end, and I'm going to stop at where my stitching stopped before.
Okay.
And that's going to close that hole. So I'll just stitch that.
Brilliant.
And then I'll do the other 3 as my homework, because I've got so much I want to show.
Deborah says, Bernie is persuading me to try it. I haven't sewn in a long time. Bernie is making me want to try some of the items she's done today, so give them a go. If you do give anything a go as well, make sure you send Bernie some pictures as well. Where can we find you on social media, Bernie?
So I'm Bernie Corner Crafter's Companion. I just got a thread caught there if anyone was watching, see what I did. And I just got my little applique scissors, just handy because they curve, just to clip it. So Bernie Corner Crafter's Companion, but also obviously I'm always in the Sewn with Crafters Companion group. And say we've got 6,500 members in there.
Awesome.
And people are always posting ideas. I love seeing people's makes. I get very excited when I see people have made it. It's really lovely to see. So I just did a little back stitch there. I'll just cut my thread. So let's see where we're at. So I've stitched from there all the way along to that point. So I'll take my pins out. Keep watching for that. I'll be getting wrong off Steph next door for giving things away. Well, not giving things away, but like hints. And then when I open it up, ta-da! Look at that.
Oh, perfect.
How perfect is that? So always open it up before you cut it, just to make sure that it's right. So I'm now going to trim this off. Now you can use a roach cutter if you want. I'm just going to trim it with my scissors. And because I joined those strips together first, before I sewed these on, that is perfect. What you could do is join the red one on, miter it, then join the white one on and miter it, but you might not be spot on there. So join the strips together first. And there is...
That is a perfect
one. That's perfect, isn't it? Absolutely. I love it. Absolutely love it. But that's the bonus of having the miter tool, that you can get those angles spot on. And then you do all four the same. And then once you've got that on, you'll be ready for part 3 next week, where we're going to put the wadding on the back, because I like wadding on a cushion. It makes it nice and sumptuous.
Nice.
And we've got quilting pattern guides on next week, and I'm going to show you how we actually do the quilting on the front as well. So yeah, so that is our
So next week we're going to do...
cushion. Next week we're going to do the quilting.
The quilting
quilting pattern guides next week. Yeah. So if you want to see how to use those if you haven't seen them before, if you watch next week. And I'm going to use, I think, the kaleidoscope one, because we used the kaleidoscope builder block. You'd think we planned that, wouldn't you? That we thought
really
about
would.
that.
You really would.
Yeah.
Right, make sure you tune in next week then for the next instalment of that. Just to recap what you can go for with the strip rolls. Remember what you're getting, 18 strips in here. And let me just unfurl this again and show you what you're getting. Pinked edges as well, so it means that it's going to stop those edges framed, but they are a really substantial length. So you get 18 of them in each one. You can go for the pretty pinks, which is this one just here. You can also go for the ocean waves. You've then got those blues in there, which are the brilliant blues. You also have the glorious greens or the marvellous Merlot. It is completely up to you. A lot of you multi-ordering and going for all of those, which I think is a great way to go. Right, save a stitch is where we are going to next. And we have got some amazing sequin fabrics on the show for you. Now, individually, $9.99. So you'd pay $9.99 for the black and gold. US, you would pay as well. The US price on this would be $13.95 each. However, today you get both of them. So not only are you getting the black and gold, and it's not only sequin fabric. Oh yeah, it's that reversible one. Let me just show you. Bernie will show you when she gets it out in a moment. But they are reversible too. So it means that it's teal on one side or black on one side. But then let me change this one for you. But then, ooh, gold on the other one. You can write things in it with your hand. You can do what you want. They are amazing. I still think it's magic whenever I see them, Bernie. But today what you're getting is you are getting both of them. So really great for adding embellishments and accents, and just really great. I've always thought though, Bernie, are they hard to work with these? I know they're sequins. How are they to sew?
They're really, really easy to sew. So I'm going to show you when I come to do some sewing shortly. But I just thought I'd do a little message for you there.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi. Right, what I'm going to do is, before we get into that demonstration then, Bernie, I just want to whip through all the other stuff that's available for you in Save a Stitch. Remember, Save a Stitch is that point of the week where you get all of the biggest bargains when it comes to all things soft craft here at Crafter's Companion. So we've got the Christmas decoration dyes and felt collection available for you. £25 or $35 there, less than half price, even much less than half price for Platinum members, which is awesome. We have a Applique collection for you. That's the pressing sheet, and you've also got those wonderful scissors in there for you as well. The curved scissors, which are brilliant for your soft crafting. We've got some bobbin and accessories collection for you. What you've got here is a bobbin holder and a bobbin clamp. That's what you're getting. $19.48 or $25.42. They're real essential. I'll get Bernie to talk us through those in a couple of minutes actually. We then have your rose gold bag accessories. Now these are brilliant because what you get in here, you're getting the double rectangle slider, the rectangle rings and the magnet clasps as well. So brilliant for all of your bag making. Do you need some overlocking thread? Well, if you do, we've got you covered there because we've got a brilliant deal. Buy 3, get 1 free, which is fantastic. $9.58, $11.88 for Platinum members, which is wonderful. We've also got the Textile Glue. Now, this is a real hero product, and you've got a 3-pack of this here for $7.17 or $10.77 if you want to get your hands on that. Right, sequins. You know how happy sequins make me, Bernie. What have we got then? Just thinking about them. We've got about less than 15 minutes left on the show. Have we only got, I mean, I think the gnomes are going to have to go in, aren't they, Bernie? Is there anything else we've got to vote on?
Bunting.
The bunting or the gnomes? Okay,
yeah.
then, let's vote then in that case. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion on YouTube if you want to get your vote placed. So we'll have a look. You've got Mr. and Mrs. Gnome. There they are. Or Bernie's festive bunting.
This is going to reach across the studio,
It really
Joe.
is.
I can't even hold it up. I gotta go. Come. There we go.
So,
my big bunting.
Bernie's big bunting or the gnomes. It's completely up to you. Gnomes or bunting. Let me know in the comments. Crafters TV or, of course, Crafters Companion, wherever you are watching, and we'll vote. Right, sequins, Bernie. Gosh, sequins make me so happy. They really do.
I always think of you, Joe. I'll just put them. You behave yourselves, you too. I always think of you, Joe, when I see the sequin fabric. I just absolutely love it. I've currently, everywhere I go in my house now, there's little sequins.
Right.
Our Pippa actually had one ahead the other day. I don't know how she got it ahead because I've been working with it. So when you cut it, obviously it does, your little sequins come off the side, but these are all individually stitched on. And like we saw before, when you rub it the other way.
Magic.
It goes, this one. So there's a teal and gold as well, isn't there?
There is,
one,
indeed,
this
yes.
is the black and gold. So what I thought was, what can I make with it? So I've seen it where you can buy T-shirts with it on the front, just a square panel. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to upcycle a T-shirt, but I want to do more than a square panel. So I'm going to do a little star on a T-shirt.
Nice.
So I've got, and you get, what's the measurement? It's 65 by 50 centimetres. So you're getting quite a big piece of this, and you don't need a lot for a project. The other thing I'm going to use is black thread. Now,
sorry if you heard that at home.
Bless you, John.
A little bit of a surprise sneeze there. Sorry.
This is our overlocking thread. Now, just because it's for an overlocker doesn't mean to say you can't use it on your standard machine. I use overlocking thread quite a lot. It's basically, it can be a little bit thinner, but it's a big reel, and these are I'm sure these are 5,000 metre reels you're getting on here. It's a big reel. Now, if you haven't got a thread stand on your machine, I'm going to now show you a top tip on how to put it on. And you're going to need a mug, which my sister, I have to show you my mug. My sister got me this mug, look.
Oh, amazing.
It's, fab, isn't it? And a safety pin, right? So I'm just going to bring the machine in. I'm going to scuttle everything here now. I'm going to bring the machine in so you can see what I'm doing, because you need to see the back of the machine. I'm just scuttling everything, Charlotte. I'm sorry. I should have said that before we started. I'm going to scuttle everything. Right, so what you want to do is pop your thread in your cup.
Are you going to turn this into a rabbit?
Behind your machine. No.
Okay, just checking.
It's another gnome. And then I'm just going to unthread here. I'm going to be really quick here. And where have I put my safety pin? Is it there? There we go. So with your safety pin, if you haven't got a thread stand that you can stand behind your machine, pop it in a mug or a glass. Pop your safety pin on top of your spool winder. So we can see there.
Yeah.
We'll be able to see it on the overhead. And then, actually I should have threaded this through first. We'll thread it through first. There we go. So I'm just going to thread the thread with my daft nails through the end of the safety.
Through the little hook on the safe, the little loop.
Through the little round bit. So now, can you see we've now got tension?
Right.
And that's in behind. What you don't want to do is put it to the side, because you don't want it getting tangled in your hand wheel. So always make sure you put it to the back. So I'm just going to quickly thread this up, way up, and pop it back over there. But I just think that's a really good tip if you've got big reels of thread, that you can use them on your sewing machine. go.
Right, here we go. So what, you're just using that straight off that reel?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because they say the tension, you've got that, you're keeping that tension there. Now, I just need to thread the machine because I really want to show you how we get this done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a star shape, but what I don't, with the sequin fabric, but what I don't want to do is cut the star out of the sequin fabric, because what can happen is it can get a little bit messy, and it moves.
Okay.
Because it's like I won't say like a stretch on the back, but you can see how it moves easily. So what I've got is a piece of the white thread, the white cotton, what we've got, the white material, and then I've drawn myself a star, and I just did 2 triangles.
Right.
Because I'll show you the back, I'm not very good at drawing. I tried to work a posh one out and it didn't work. So I just did this one, and then what I did was draw around the star on the white. So I've got the shape on the right, and this is going to be my stitch line. So I'm going to quickly just talk through what I've done here, because I've got one that I've prepared earlier in true Blue Peter style. So there's my star. You can have any shape, you could do a heart. To be fair, I have actually die cut with this sequin fabric before, and it does die
really?
cut one layer, yeah.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I would just do one layer though. And then I've got my sequin fabric here, and I'm going to put right sides together. So the sequin's facing up, and then there isn't a right and wrong side to the plain fabric. So I'm going to pop that on there. And what you would do is pop a couple of pins in, goes through, absolutely no problem. I'm going to do one tiny little bit of stitching just so you can see it going through the machine. But I'm not going to stitch all the way around. Now, when you're stitching, you want a longer stitch, so I'm putting mine on a 3, and I've got my needle in the middle. And I'm just going to, I'll just stitch a little bit. And you don't want to go too fast, because what can happen is it can hit the sequins. Now, I've never ever broken a needle sewing sequin fabric.
Okay.
If I stay quiet, you'll hear that there's no banging or anything. I know it's hard.
So will
for
it
me to
stitch
stay
through
quiet.
the sequins, or does it push the sequins out of the way?
I think it actually moves. You can hear a little bit. Hang on, let me do this bit. See, it's not noisy, so it does actually move them out of the way rather than the needle going through them. So you don't need a different needle. That there has stitched absolutely perfect. The 3mm. There's no, I mean, you're not, well, you are going to see the back, because, oh, look at the perfect stitching on there, Charlotte. Look at that. Charlotte's going to zoom in on this, so the super zoom skills. Perfect. Absolutely perfect stitching on the back. So there's no, no issues with stitching through it at all, okay? So what you're going to do is stitch all the way around, and then you're then going to trim it. Now, I would use your big scissors, because obviously you can cut through anything with these, they're great. Cut round, and then with your little applique scissors, just clip into the little corners, okay? And then you're going to cut a hole in here. I'm going to show you on the one I've done. Cut a hole in there and turn it through. And when you've turned it through and poked the corners out neatly, this is what you get, Joy. Ready?
Oh, wow.
Da, da, da. So you've got that ready, and I'll just pin this onto, so see, I know with time-wise. I've got a little T-shirt here. So you're going to pin it on, decide which way you want your bits to go. I think I want mine that way. And a top tip for pinning, if you're pinning through an item of clothing, pop a little bit of card inside, like that. And then when you're pinning, you're not going to pin the other side of the T-shirt. So I can then put my hand in there. And again, these pins are not good, they're just going to move them out of the way. And then you can actually go around by hand, or you could go around on the machine and just do a running stitch all the way around the outside. You could glue it, but obviously then if it's going through the wash, it's not going to necessarily stay on, depending on the glue that you use. But this is the reason why I use the white, because you think, why, Bernie, did you put white on the back of black fabric? Because when you stitch it down, you're not going to see the black fabric underneath because
Right.
it's white. So if, what can I put there that's black? Let me put that there. So if that's, can you see you've got the white, whereas if it was black fabric, the black fabric would maybe stand out
Yes.
against the white t-shirt.
Oh,
So
awesome.
that was why I did white on the back. And then I say all you would do is you could do a little whip stitch on there, you can glue it down, stitch it through on your machine. If you are stitching it through on the machine, just scrunch the t-shirt up and it will go around on the machine. You'll just take it, gang canny, as I say, gang canny, and just stitch all the way around the outside. And using that black thread, you're not going to see it. But yeah,
Awesome.
I think that, I'm not going to ruffle it now because I've got all them pins in, but if I put them all, you know, you can have, if you're having a down day, Joe, you can have all the black stars on. Hopefully we're not having a down day tomorrow, Joe. Hopefully we all
No,
cheering.
not tomorrow. It's coming home, that's why.
Cheering because
just-
it's coming home.
It's coming gnome. Indeed it is. The gnomes, by the way, are the demo of the show, so they'll be going up onto the
I'm
cabinet.
so
They
happy.
received 100% of the votes, you'll be keen to know. I want to share with you
I'm so happy.
again the details of the sequins. Oh, she's got gnomes out there. I can see the details of the sequins there on the screen for you. You get both packs there for the price of one, which is amazing value for money. Must go back to those brand new fabrics for you as well. I'll just quickly rush you through the individual designs in the half-metre pieces. So you can go for them individually in the half meters if you want to, which are those ones there. So you've got this one here, which is, this one is called your Gingerbread Lane. Then we also have the Gingerbread Shapes. You've got the stars. You can go for the cookies, or you can go for the hearts. Now, if you want to go for multiples of them, order them individually, because you order like 4 of one of those, we'll send you a 2-metre piece, which is brilliant. However, if you want to just get one of each, we've actually got the packs already done for you here, which is amazing. I do need to let you know, though, that half the stock of this has gone. It's been your favourite item in the show this morning, depending on where you are. $21.59 or $25.16 is your price on that. Right, a very exciting day today here on Crafters TV, because we have got a launch day for you coming up next. Not normally we see a launch day on a Sunday, so it really is awesome. It's some festive stamps. We've had a launch day every day this weekend, which is excellent. Myself and Jan, 3 p.m. in the UK, 10 a.m. East Coast time, 7 a.m. for West Coasters. Then Second Chance Sunday. Now, Second Chance Sunday is full of so many incredible things that have launched over the last week or so. So you're going to want to make sure you join myself and Jan for that. 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. on the East Coast. Probably your last chance to get hold of the full collection on that incredible gnome Nature's Garden that was just recently launched. Bernie, absolute pleasure to spend this afternoon with you in the sewing room. We'll see you back here next week.
And I'll be back next week. What have I got on the show next week? We've got some fabric. Now, we had some fabric on about a month or so ago. We've managed to get some back in. I can't wait. It's absolutely, I adored it. And I didn't actually order any for myself, so I need to be quick this time. And lots of other fabulous goodies. No gnomes next week, though, but hopefully these two will be sitting on the shelf looking for your vote later.
I do hope so. Although, I mean, you have got fierce competition this week. With that, with Jan's from Friday, I think it was. Right, don't forget to check out your baskets. Massive thanks to Jan. No, I do this every week to you, Bernie, don't I? Why can't I get it in my head?
Where's my Bernie
Massive
badge?
Thanks to Bernie. Called you Debbie last week. Massive thanks to Bernie. I'll be up in 90 minutes with Jan. Don't forget to check out your baskets. I'm going to go and hide backstage. Bye.